Misconception definitely to advise the same thing I just talked about, and also the market, what the market's doing, right? Um, some houses are selling quick and some are not because you have to have them ready. So if you want to sell your house fast, price it right, have it staged right, do landscaping. A lot of things go into play, right? So the misconception is, oh, the market's going to crash. It's not going to crash. Every year, the prices of homes go up 25%. So right now, a median home used to be 300,000 in Atlanta, or for a regular average home on the suburbs. Right now, it's 400,000. If you want a home, move-in ready home, that is a decent home, a decent neighborhood, we're talking about 400,000 now. It's not going to crash. They thought last year's going to crash, and I have buyers last year that waited, and it's every year. It's just going to keep on going up. It's not going to crash.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. Today, I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, Kelly Willoughby, who is a realtor in Atlanta, specializing in relocations, seniors, and veterans. So excited to have you here today, Kelly.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for being here. I think our listeners are going to take something away from your specialty in the Atlanta area. So let's dive in.
Absolutely. Let's go.
First off, for those who are not yet familiar with you and your work, can you share what your main focus is?
Sure. So I'm a local real estate agent here in North Metro Atlanta. So from a small town called Lilburn in the metro area. I'm a sixth generation native, so I consider myself a local expert, right? I know the area very well. And I do represent, my specialty is seniors, relocations, and veterans. Because, that's something that no matter what the economy is doing or those things are doing, they're going to always need help, right? So that's pretty much what I do, and also local community work, charity events. So volunteering is a big thing that I do here and enjoy it very much.
Awesome. How did you start your career in real estate?
Sure, I started in 2003 part time, just kind of funny. I ran daycares. I had 3 children at the time, and next door was Century 21. So I did it part time from 2003 to 2011, and my children were small, and of course got out with the big. You know what happened back in the day with that, and it just wasn't feasible to do that part-time with the economy and how real estate was at the time. So I got out, and I got back in 2022. My kids are all grown, and went back into the focus of, back into real estate and helping families. I love it.
Awesome. What are some of the main keys that you feel have made the biggest difference in allowing your business to be able to grow and to run smoothly?
I think for me, a lot of it is referral and social media. We didn't have social media back in the day, right? So having my sphere of influence, so I know a lot of people from what I do, but you can't talk to everybody every day, right? So having the social media, which is how I found this program, which is Instagram, Facebook, and posting all the time. It turns to a snowball. People are watching what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I saw you on this. I saw you on that. I see you're doing this. I see you're doing that. So definitely having those platforms and social media helps a lot for that.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you feel has like allowed you to be able to grow and have success besides like your network?
Sure. So getting involved in the community, I meet a lot of veterans and seniors. I am involved in veteran programs. I volunteer a lot at senior facilities. I do a cruise in, so I have classic cars. Also, and I do a cruise in at senior facilities. I do cruise ins at veterans for veterans events for charities and local festivals and parades. And I meet more people that can be leads for me, right, and build relationships with. That's the whole thing. It's all about relationship building.
Yeah, absolutely. Relationships are everything in this space.
Yes.
What are you most focused on solving or scaling to this year?
Sure. Everybody, should be focused on their goals. So I have done a business plan, and my goal this year is definitely to increase my business. But doing that by doing more YouTube influencing, giving more pertinent information from my area, becoming the area expert, building my YouTube channel, and building my online presence as far as Google business page, the actual YouTube, and so on, and just building that relationship and meeting more people.
Yeah. What about when it comes to like your market and the real estate? Any goals you have there?
Like I said, increasing business for sure is anybody's goal, but just to get out there, I'm working a lot right now as I start the year with my already people who know, love, and trust me, my sphere of influence, reaching out to them and making sure that they don't need anything from me, letting them know if they need, if someone they know needs help, that I'm here for them. If you know somebody moving, relocating, having a child, any of those things, I'm here to help and just being recognized as that area expert.
Absolutely. Are there any specific strategies that you focus on or find most helpful?
I think everybody knows an agent, right? Everybody has a brother, sister, mother. So one thing I do when I have someone that I think, that I meet and I know, I ask, do you have a sister or anybody you would recommend as your agent, right? If you needed some advice or information. That way I can figure out who would actually need me and who wouldn't, right? I'm here for everybody. It doesn't matter for advice. I call myself an advisor, not a salesman. I hate the word salesman. I'm definitely an advisor. So, another thing that I do that people can differentiate me from another agent is they call me I got a guy. So by working in the communities and networking, I mean a lot of small businesses. So some can even call me saying, "Hey, I need a air condition guy. Hey, I need a plumber," and I have 2 referrals per industry from meeting people that are local business owners and small business owners. They can call and get some great personal service. And I think that helps a lot too.
Yeah, definitely. And when it comes to like your market, is there anything in particular that's like unique to it for the housing?
I think by having so I do from luxury to seniors to lots to anything. I don't really particularly say, "Hey, I'm not going to do something," right? As far as residential. So I think having the specialty and the knowledge of the probate designation, the foreclosure short sale designation, the luxury, all those things that I have helps with navigating, helping anybody and give them the best advice that I can.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Awesome. And tell me about your work with investors.
Sure. So a lot of times, I've done it. Once you've done one or two deals, you get that phone call coming. Hey, do you have anything off market that we can work with? And right now, with investors particularly, it's good because they've learned the facts that people, my time's worth something, right? So in the past, it was like, okay, if it's not on the market, then you won't pay me, right? But people navigate now to work out deals and to be able to pay for my services. And I find rare properties that are go on the market before they're listed, and working with seniors, veterans, people with families that have been in the house for years, right? And they need some work. They need clean out help. Working with investors, particularly, is great for my seniors because they're not going to be so stressed out about, okay, it's in the market, okay, we have a seller, or okay, I have to clean all these things out before I leave. So I have estate planners, all those people, junk people that will come and help with that process. The investor is happy because they get the house. Some of these investors even clean up the house for you. And that's been one of the best things with investors is they'll come through, they'll meet my seniors and use local investors only who live in our area, right? And that helps the comfort and ease. You're not coming from China and trying to do a property here. I use only local investors that I know, love, and trust also, that will make that deal, make them feel comfortable, and help them with the time frame. Help them know they don't have to stress. It's very stressful, very, very stressful, and worry about, cleaning up some things that are just really left over. If the families that have their mom died, dad died, and they don't know what the heck to do with everything, estate planners. So the team that I have working with them and the actual investors themselves, it's a great circle and it works out good.
Yeah, amazing. I love that. What are some of the biggest obstacles that you've overcome in your real estate career?
Obstacles is definitely trying to advise people. I always say I can list your house or I can sell your house, right? And being that advisor that says, you may think your house is worth this, but I'm showing you right here. I try to show them actual comp sales in the last 180 days and give them a real idea of what their home is worth. And they just sometimes just don't want to hear it. So I do go ahead and list it, right? And as I say in the market, and it's just people just listening and just trusting what I'm saying, right? And that's really hard to do. You can think, of course, your home is worth X amount to you, but if someone's showing you the actual facts to sell it properly, to take down all the personal items and navigating through that, as far as sellers too is hard. Before you put in the market, you got to really do a lot of things to stage the home, right? And that does mean taking down personal items. So are you really ready for this or you not? And sometimes they're ready, sometimes they're not. Buyers as well. Hey, I'm a buyer. I'm going to go look for houses and I want to buy this house today, but I don't even have a lender yet. I try to advise them, go ahead and get the lender. But when you're thinking about buying a house, go ahead and get that lender. Talk to somebody. And I have local family operated brokers that will listen and not just say, hey, fill application out. They'll give you advice. They'll tell you what to do. And you can be ready to buy the home under contract that you're fully approved. So just giving that advice and when people listen is kind of the hardest thing that I navigate all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine that.
Yeah.
What are some common misconceptions that you advise clients through?
Misconception definitely to advise the same thing I just talked about, and also the market, what the market's doing, right? Um, some houses are selling quick and some are not because you have to have them ready. So if you want to sell your house fast, price it right, have it staged right, do landscaping. A lot of things go into play, right? So the misconception is, oh, the market's going to crash. It's not going to crash. Every year, the prices of homes go up 25%. So right now, a median home used to be 300,000 in Atlanta, or just for a regular average home in the suburbs. Right now, it's 400,000. If you want a home, move-in ready home.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
That is a decent home, a decent neighborhood. We're talking about 400,000 now. It's not going to crash. They thought last year's going to crash, and I have buyers last year that waited, and it's every year. It's just going to keep on going up. It's not going to crash.
Yeah, why do you think people think that?
I think that because they're just misinformed. Scare tactics for everything, right? So there's scare tactics about the economy. There's scare tactics about home sales, and you just really need factual information, and that's just the hardest part about social media. There's pros and cons, right? And one con is just there's so much false information out there. When someone does post real factual information, here is the statistics. This is from and proper areas. So the National Association of Realtors, the Georgia Association of Realtors, in your local area. You need to follow those and listen to those and not just the hype.
Yeah, definitely. That's important to do your research.
Yes, do your research 100%.
Yeah. What are some tips you have maybe for those just starting out in real estate?
Sure, for an agent just starting out in real estate, some people think, oh my gosh, I don't know anybody. I'm not going to make anything. And that's not true. So don't be a silent agent. Get involved. Always, and a good association, which I'm a part of a great association, the local board director of our area. We have 5,400 agents in our association, but finding an association that is not in competition, that you can talk to a mentor or leader and they can advise you. Get a mentor, get a coach. I recommend definitely coaching. There's coaching that's expensive, and there's coaching you get just from finding a local person like myself. I do that a lot to local people for advisement about what you need to do to navigate. But if you're new, doesn't mean you need to tell everybody. Don't be quiet. Put on Facebook, social media. I'm a local agent. Yay. This is your business to talk about. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as it stays positive and good and informative, you'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And what kind of coaching support do you offer?
Mine is just advice, right? I'm not a coach. I don't claim myself as a coach. My thing is if somebody needs some help, I'll advise them through it. And if I don't know about it, I'll send them to somebody who does. I don't try to make myself an expert or something I'm not an expert on. So if they ask about financing, here's my lender. If they ask about coaching, here's a coach. You know what I'm saying? Like different things, I'll advise them for different things I'm not expert on. I'm an expert on real estate, but I'm not expert on everything else. So I got a guy, like I said.
Right. Makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
What do you kind of foresee for this coming year in the real estate industry?
Sure. Like I said, I'm involved in our local association, being the front lines is why I do that. And we're foreseeing a great spring and summer. We're seeing interest rates coming down, which is always great. Um, Seeing more homes, more inventory is going to come up for the spring and summer. But the Metro Atlanta area is definitely booming. I always tell my buyers, you're not just buying a home, so don't focus on the sales price. Focus on the area and the neighborhoods and your investment. So, everything's looking good for my area. There's areas that's why you need an agent that knows the area, not just anybody, right? You want to find an agent that can navigate through the neighborhood, size the tracks. There's different areas you want to invest in. You're not just buying a house. So, knowing those neighborhoods to invest in, knowing those areas, and just find your best place to put your investment in. Buying a house is not buying a house; it's buying an investment.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned your specialty is like the seniors and the veterans. Can you expand on that?
Sure. So, For seniors and veterans, I love working with them. Obviously, veterans, sometimes they just don't know the benefits they get. I know they served our country. There's a lot of benefits and programs for them, including we also have a lot with our police, fire, military. So we have different programs for them also. But I just love helping them because they just don't. There's so many things that come into play, and for seniors, it's so stressful. They're leaving their lifetime home. They have a big house that they have, and they don't know what to do. They're gonna have to change their scenery, downsize, and most of them don't like changes, right? So navigating through that process, helping the families, normally it's a daughter or a son trying to help that parent, and it's very stressful and very mental, right? And just navigating the process, having those people ready for them, veterans knowing what programs they have available for them. A lot of them are even renting right now. Why rent? When you rent, you're paying for someone else's mortgage or investment. So I've helped a lot of veterans get that home, which, whether it's small amount or a huge amount, that is really the best one for everybody. Just getting that thank you from them. That means more to me than any amount of money could ever give me.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds very rewarding.
It is.
Yeah. Is there anything that you're looking forward as far as opportunities for this year?
Sure, just the opportunity that if someone needs, I have the name of my company is KJW Real Estate Services. The services mean that it doesn't mean I'm just going to buy and sell your home or whatever. It means that I'm going to offer advice, offer services you might need, and sometimes I'll even buy or sell a house. I just give advice, offer someone else's service that can help you. So that's kind of what I offer, and not just being that real estate agent. More relationships, getting in contact with people.
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like you're very relationship oriented, which is important.
Yes, definitely.
Are there any other tips you have for building relationships?
Sure. I mean, it's the number one tip is listening, right? Not making it about you, making it about that person, getting to know them before you start talking about yourself, hearing what their needs are, or even just asking about them and finding out more. Just do question and answers, and letting them run the show, and find out more about them before you just, making it about yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. Thanks for sharing your perspective.
Yes, absolutely.
So, before we wrap up here, if somebody wants to reach out, connect, learn more, where can people find you and connect with you?
Sure, you can find me on social media or online. So Kelly Willoughby, and if you look for me online, Kelly Willoughby Realtor. There is other actors and actresses as I found out on my name. So Kelly Willoughby Realtor, and that just pulls up everything about me on the internet. But also on Facebook, Kelly Willoughby Realtor also, and KJW Real Estate Services. And my website is KW Real Estate Services, no J, KW Real Estate Services for my website. But I do have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channel.
Perfect. Appreciate your time, your story, your perspective. Thanks for being here.
Sure, and I'll go ahead and tell my phone number. If
Go
you are
ahead.
local in the Metro Atlanta area, phone number is 678-724-1955. I'm here if you need me for anything from services to buying or selling or just advice. I'm here.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelly.
Absolutely.
And for the listeners tuning in, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators like Kelly who are building real businesses, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.